Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel. I am Huck, and today we're going to customize one of my favorite coming-of-age movies of all time, and that is The Sure Thing, with the one and only John Cusack and the cutest button, Daphne Zuniga. What is it that we're keeping from this DVD that we want to put into this Blu-ray? So we only have one case on the shelf. Well, you can bet your bottom dollar that this custom is The Sure Thing. Stick around. All right, here we go with this great little custom. There's some interesting things on this DVD that I want to hang on to that I think are going to be a lot of fun to put in here. So there's our two there. Here's our 2-disc Blu-ray case. Of course, that's what we need to get this custom going. So let's chop, y'all. Oh, keep you waiting here. All right, first thing we do, take the Blu-ray. Interesting that it's like a little pink thing. And, of course, oh, the DVD. Look at that. One of those nasty old flippers. But, nonetheless, there's still some stuff on here I want to retain, even though I'm not a huge fan of those flipper discs. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to just take the artwork out of here. Slap it in. And like I said, for all you, like, down and dirty customizers, if this is all you need to do by cracky, well, then you are done already. So there you go. So if you want the best of both worlds, there it is. You can walk away and call it a day right there. But you know I don't call it a day when you got this right here. And look, what I do love is that it's a different piece of art than this one here. So we're going to try to salvage as much of this as we can. I kind of already see this being a slightly offbeat custom because of the way it's laid out. And there's also, let's see, I was going to say there's a chapter thing in here, but there's not. It's just sort of like filler stuff. But nonetheless, we're going to take this out. It's very cool. Like, so look at this one. This one's just like, it's got kind of a pink background and the classic poster, which I do love the classic poster. But the DVD's got a lot more like artistic goodness going on. I like the beach over here and Cusack on the back there. So we're going to retain as much of this as possible. All right. So don't need this anymore. Toss. And we got to bring in, oh yeah, and we also don't need the case. But like I said, I do keep these single Blu-ray cases in case I get some janky little stuff from the swap meet. All right. Now, I can already tell, given this layout, that this isn't just going to be a straight cut across because we're going to be cutting into her sitting on the beach, and I don't really want to do that. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of keeping that one, isn't it? So let's line this up and see where we can actually make a decent cut. All right. Just by doing this alone, I feel like if I just lose the special edition stuff at the top, we'll be cutting right below her right there. Or we could certainly lose just all the name, like everything at the top. Like all the names and stuff, and just keep the Sure Thing, since we already have, you know, what we need on this one for names and stuff. Then it would just be a matter of cutting it here and then cutting it there, and then that would fit. So let's just line that up and see where that goes. Yeah, actually by doing that, we actually get to keep the little slogan at the bottom as well. And all we're doing is just losing the actors' names at the top. So just going to contemplate that for a second and see if that's what we want to do, if that's where we want to make the cut. But we're definitely going to have to make a cut there and then reassemble the two back together. So, all right, why don't we just go ahead and cut the front off first, because we're going to have to make it a different cut here than back here. And then we'll do the back and put them back together. All right. So as I look at this, if I decide to go ahead and cut it right across there, then I think I'm going to just cut the back off. Then I'm losing right to there on the spine, and then the rest of the spine is clean. So let's do that. So we're going to, like I said, take the back off first. All right, let's use the scoring tool to make sure. Yeah, that's exactly where I want it to be. All right. Okay, y'all. So now that we got this all lined up, we're just going to take the back part off, and then we'll deal with the front. All right, you ready? Here we go. Trademark no-look slice. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Pretty as a picture. Now let's see that again in slow-mo, instant replay. Nice, nice. All right. Now we're just going to... Now that we have this, it's all nice and clean. And like we said, we just reassemble this with some tape along the spine. Seamless. You won't even see it. But let's see what we want to do. So there it is. Do we take it? Let's go ahead and cut this first. We'll go ahead and make this the template. So just going to line this up. See where we cut. All right. So by looking at it, it's right at the second line of credits. So the second line of credits is where we shall make our cut. All right, let's put the little score on there. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what. Nailed it, of course. All right, here we go. All right, that part is off, and there we go. There's the back. It's going to be fantastic. That's exactly all we need. It's got all the special features listed there, a little bit of credits, and all that good stuff up top. So that's what we want. And of course, being DVD, we're going to just trim a little off the side so it'll fit. And then we're going to be good. All right, there we go. So now we're going to take the other piece of art, find out exactly if that's what we want to do. Let's see. Let's look at it again one more time. Obviously, if we go all the way with the special edition, we're going to cut into Nicole at the bottom. We don't want that. If we slide it up, keep the actors, we'll be right under her and lose the quote. But if we lose the actors, we get everything down to the sand. What should we do? This is actually a quandary for me. I'm not sure which one I like better, keeping the actors' names or the quote in the sand. All right, tell you what we're going to do. First thing is first. We're just going to go ahead and cut the first cut here, and then I'm going to slip it in there and then see how it looks. I don't often do this. Usually I have a good decisiveness about it, but we're just going to take that special edition off. All right, so don't need that. Now, at the very least, we have the cast. So let's just pop it in the case. All right, so what we're going to do is take this out just so we have like some playroom here. And we're going to use the front so we can see it. All right. So there. So if I put it in like this, right? So you can see where we're at. The plastic comes like right at her feet. It's going to be just like perfect. And you still get the names. But if I slice the names off, we get all the sand. See, what are y'all thinking? Y'all thinking names or sand? I don't know. Kind of part of me wants the names. Yeah, kind of part of me wants those names. And then, I mean, that way Nicole's still intact at the bottom. Otherwise, it says, this film gets my unapologetic nomination for greatest film ever made, Michael Dare from LA Weekly. But then we also have the spine to deal with there too, right? So if I keep slicing the top, then that gets clean, and then all this looks good. And we keep all that. But if I slice it differently, I got to also cut the spine off and adjust the spine. I don't know if I feel like doing that, so. All right. I think we're just going to go ahead and take the names off then. I'm just going to take the names off. That way it'll just be cleaner looking. It'll be straight across. This way. All right, so here we go. So we got it all loaded in here. And we're just gonna take the names off. It's all good. All right. All right, so there they are. There's our names. But now this whole thing is gonna fit in. And I think that just looks symmetrically better. Okay? So we're just gonna tape these two back together, and then we have ourselves our insert. All right. So time to get our tape right here. All right, so we're just gonna get our tape here. We got 1, 2, 3 pieces, just like that, and then turn it over. Turn it over so the sticky side is facing up, like this, so we can just lay this on top like that. All right, so let's line her up here. The lovely Nicole, a.k.a. the Sure Thing. All right, I keep saying Nicole. It's Nicolette. Nicolette Sheridan. Come on out, Nicolette. All right, there it is. So, as you can see, we have it taped. This side's a little bit higher. So we're just going to line it back up into the cutter and go straight across. All right, nice and even all the way across, all the way at the bottom. So now to make it extra secure, we just take one big old piece of tape like that there, and we put it down the entire seam so it's good and tight. Just a little tape hanging off the bottom there. All right, so there we go. We have the entire inner artwork ready to go. Let's just slap it on the outside first so we can see. And who knows, man, maybe you guys like this one better as the outside art than the inside, having Nicolette Sheridan there like that. Now that's kind of cool. So look at that. So there's sort of an optional exterior art. Got the cool back. I don't know. See, I think this is one it's a tough call. So you got the new one and you got the old classic poster. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the towards that one, especially now that it's like nice and even and clean. Like I said, spine nice and even now. Yeah. All right. So I think for now, y'all, I'm going to actually put the Blu-ray art on the inside and keep the DVD as the exterior art. Let's see if we can just slide that in here. All right, so one more time. Here is the DVD artwork for the exterior, which I like a lot, and the Blu-ray art for the interior. Now, you guys tell me, let me know, which would you do? Would you flip them? Would you put that Blu-ray back on the outside? Or do you like this one for the exterior? For now, I'm going to keep that. But and so if you're asking what's different about the Blu-ray and the DVD, why are you keeping the DVD, Huck? Well, let me show you the menus, and I'll show you why. Okay, let's start checking out the menus of this HUCKSTOMIZATION of the Sure Thing. Let's go ahead and start off with the Blu-ray menu, showing you what's on here. And as you can see here on the Blu-ray menu, in the bonus features section, we do have the audio commentary with director Rob Reiner, followed by the 4 documentaries Road to the Sure Thing, Casting the Sure Thing, Reading the Sure Thing, and Dressing the Sure Thing, and finally the trailer for the Sure Thing. So that's what you're going to find on the Blu-ray for special features. So not too bad, not super loaded, but not bad. It's got some good stuff on there, but that's it. So let's go ahead and move on and show you what is on the DVD menu that's very special, actually. All right, so right here, you'll see that the first thing is we get some nice motion here on the DVD menu. It does end up on a still frame, but you know, still a little bit cooler than the Blu-ray. And as you can see right out of the gate, the same 4 documentaries, The Road to the Sure Thing, Dressing the Sure Thing, Casting the Sure Thing, and Reading the Sure Thing are the same as on the Blu-ray. So let's go ahead and go back to the main thing and see trailers. And what do we get? Well, we also get the theatrical trailer, which is on the Blu-ray, but let's check out these other MGM releases. So this is a nice extra little bonus that you don't get on the Blu-ray. Just something promoting their products, you know, which I always enjoy. Such as right here, you've got the Princess Bride trailer. This is Spinal Tap trailer, and 3 other bonus trailers, MGM Means Great Movies trailer, Best of the 1980s trailer, and more great MGM releases. So, you know, already you're getting a little bit more on this DVD that you do not get on the Blu-ray. Now, there is something hidden on this menu. Remember back in the day, y'all, they used to have things called Easter eggs, and sometimes hidden in the menu were little extras. So check these out. As we go back to it, you'll see up here in the Polaroids, if you move your remote up there, they light up with a little check mark, giving us a little bonus something. So let's check them out. And when we check out the first one, you'll see it's a vignette with Nicolette Sheridan, who played the Sure Thing, talking about the little cute skirt that they had her wear with a nice slit on it. All right, moving over to the second Polaroid, checking that out. It's another, actually Nicolette is kind of the star of all of these things. And this one here, she talks about the white bikini that is very iconic to the character, that she worked with the casting designer to get a perfect white bikini. All right, now let's get back to the menu here. The third Polaroid brings us to a scene where she just sort of talks about this snarky comment that Anthony Edwards made about her breasts being small to John Cusack's character, and it kind of bummed her out. And finally, the final Polaroid is the audition tape with Nicolette Sheridan. So as you can see, with these little hidden Easter eggs, this menu gives us something fun to play with that is definitely not prevalent on the Blu-ray disc. So we are definitely keeping both of these for this collection. All right, so that is going to do it for The Sure Thing. But real quick, let's bring up that footage and show you the interior artwork again. Flip it around, show you the outside. Yeah, looking great, y'all. So that is it for the customization of The Sure Thing. I hope you enjoyed this one. Do you love the movie? Do you love John Cusack? Let me know in the comments below. And I keep forgetting to say this. If you want to do customs yourself, I will leave some links below if you want to pick up the Blu-ray, the DVD, and a cutter to do the whole project. I actually have a new cutter I'll be introducing in some future videos, so be on the lookout for that. But that is going to do it for today, y'all. If this video brought you here, thank you so much for coming on by. Do me a favor, though. Get on down there, hit like, subscribe, smack the bell, leave a comment, and share it with your friends who you think might enjoy this kind of thing. All right, that is going to do it for today. Come on back next time for more HUCKSTOMIZATIONs in the future.